Ready. End of uniform. Entering uniform. Pants option is set to maize pants. Pants option is set to blue pants. Ready.
Season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
Entering play call screen.
And the Wolverines will put toe to leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Nebraska's offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out. Just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Spread.
They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. He's going to get loose. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
Really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Cover 3 Sky.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Crosses the 40. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown ran by the running back.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The inside handoff. Plows through the defense. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Klein. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Inside,
and it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job working that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Moore. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The Wolverines are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Entering.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They get talked about a lot, unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down, red zone play. Crowd going for it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he's got some space.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. There's nothing you can do.
Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
2 to 3 from it. Tight. You have SS2 trap. Songlet. SS2 trap.
Quarterback empties his backfield.
Yes.
Back to throw. It's Raiola. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the heat gets home. They knock it down back at the 45. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your uncovered unit. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
They'll give it to him again. Makes a man miss. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go to the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. Or did he find a hole in the defense? He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. If you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the run, it's Haynes. Hard running there. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Handoff to the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can...
There he goes! What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over UTSA. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass, it's Raiola. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. The short hands. It's Hunter. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Pulls it in. It's Bonner. Across the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And they can't make the connection. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like...
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled the number 4. He picks up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the
Entering
uprights.
play ball, you have 7
They're back to
options.
within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
Options.
The Huskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.
There are 8 categories.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking for space. It's Haynes. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete on third down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. To the air, it's Raiola. And the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Underheat, and he gets rid of it.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Huskers line up to punt it away.
Number 37 in punt formation to kick it away.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he went out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. play-action fake. Got a man. It's Moore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they're turning it on. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Entering play call, coach
Lining up to
suggestions.
tack one
There
more
are 8
onto that lead.
categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is
Oh,
selected.
they blocked it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it.
Entering
Quick
play
work
call.
on that
You
scoring
have 5
drive, just
options.
4 plays.
Kickoff left is selected.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Cover 6.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field.
Seam flat.
They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board
call,
here.
tight.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Sun drop, tight. You have 15 options.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Audible. Yes.
To the air, it's Raiola. Quickly out to the tight end. Looking for room at the 40. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for room. It's Ives. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husker!
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia is being drawn out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 21 to Stanford. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen,
thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here.
Option is set. Juggle, post, AHD stretch. Hockey, cross-go, AHD stretch.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. It's Klein. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and a array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Rollout smash. AHD black. Rollout smash.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. make the winning plays and come
Entering
home with the
play
victory.
call, split by flex. There are 19 categories. You have weld options, empty and RPO peak swing is selected. Option is trio RT open. There are 19 categories.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
There are 4 categories. You have 15
They've got to lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. He's now over 200 yards from scrimmage today. Now, look, Denard Robinson's career record of over 10,000 is a long way away, but he said he wants to take aim at it someday.
That's crazy, over 10,000 yards. And you might want to take aim at it, but it starts game by game, right? This is a heck of a game, a good start. When you're at Michigan, you're going to get fed, and then taking those opportunities, capitalizing on them, making big plays. Heck of a day.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Runs through the tackle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that, too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Safety.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense.
Cover. Temperature. Seam flat.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Finds his tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The delay of game pushes the offense back.
HB zone WK.
handoff. Keep working on that clock. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Option is double, post, HD strip, dub, power O. Formation, option is, U, quick slant, D-cross, quick slants.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go right back to it. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets enough for the 1st down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. Touchdown Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Play call, coach
Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Outs, audible.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Corner's going to give them room. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Key. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the 1st. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Got his man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Spread.
He'll keep it himself. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to fire. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He got it. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Offside defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking down the left side. Looking for the goal line. Timeout called by the defense. 29 seconds to go.
Entering play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, just keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
Entering play, DB fire 2. Go, safety with safety, zone drop, safety with option is set to pinch. Safety, safe, 2 to 3 odd. There are 2 categories.
Behind the chains now on
options.
2nd and long.
DB fire 2 is selected. E. Johnson.
To throw, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
Option 2 to 3.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Markway. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Timeout on the field and 4 kicks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Spread.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.